Hi guys, welcome back to another speed build. Today is a different build for me because I am building a community lot, which I never do. I don't think I've ever built a community lot in The Sims 4, which is pretty embarrassing, but it is what it is. I just prefer to download them off the gallery and put them in my game. Anyway, that aside, this is a spa that fits so well, I think, in the new world that came with the Jungle Adventure game pack. So Selva Dorada, I think it is. And I don't know, I was inspired by, I was looking at all these Bali villas, and I was inspired by all the water and the little, like the little huts. I'm not sure what they're called. And it's pretty embarrassing because I actually have been to Bali many times, and I'm probably not so fluent anymore, but was fluent a few years ago in Indonesian, so I should know what they're called. But I guess they're like little huts, like floating huts. We'll settle with that. But yeah, I wanted to play around with obviously the pool tool. It's really weird to say pool tool. And you can see here I don't know, I think it looks great, don't get me wrong, but I wish there was more of a way to create something that looked more like integrated, I guess, with the world around it, but I think we're getting a little bit too advanced there. I'm sorry this video is sped up more than usual because I wanted to fit it all in one video. I'm sick of doing part one, part two. I'm a slow builder, especially with something like this. It's something that, you know, took a lot of fiddling around, and I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do when I first started. So maybe I should just plan ahead, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't know. Or I'll just keep speeding the videos up even faster and faster. Yeah, this isn't the modern villa that I was going to do. I've started some of it. It's a huge build. It's on a massive lot. It's taking a lot of time, and I'm trying to play around with a lot of different techniques, like new techniques. So that's probably not going to be up for a few more days. I've already spent maybe 4 or 5 hours on it, and I don't think we're even halfway done. So that gives you an idea. That's definitely going to have to be more than one video for sure. Hopefully the speed isn't a huge issue. I do have an issue where I move the camera around a lot to sort of look at what I'm doing and get a feel for the build as I go, which I need to be more mindful of. I need to stop moving the camera so much and try to, I'm not trying to make you guys feel sick, like motion sickness. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm really sorry. Once again, it's past my bedtime and I should not be doing voiceovers or commentaries at this time, but anyway. Yeah, so this is like a luxury sort of spa, I guess. So for the Let's Play I have planned, I do have a sim that is not very adventurous, and they have come to Selva Dorada for an actual getaway, like a vacation, like a typical vacation that you'd expect, like if you went somewhere tropical. They're not into this exploring temple stuff. They just want to go hang out at a spa, at a few cafes, drink a lot of coffee and cocktails, and yeah, it sounds like my perfect holiday actually. Well, I do like exploring, I'll be fair. I like doing things that aren't super touristy, like you've got to do the touristy stuff, you know, when you go to places like this, but it's also cool to go off on your own and explore. But at the same time, I love relaxing, and I love sleeping, and I love reading books, and I don't know, I guess I'm a mix of both. But this isn't about me. This sim, this spa is basically built for this sim. So I tried to give it obviously a modern vibe and a luxury vibe, but I also wanted it to be pretty private, and it is very modest in size. It's not actually that big, and it's not a huge spa. Like I was gonna try to fit in, you know, like a big yoga area, like a yoga instructor area, a food area, but changed my mind. So I really want this to be like a little private spa. Like maybe it's more expensive because it's so small, it's so private. But yeah, I sort of had this I was looking at, what's the website? Hotels, I can't remember. But yeah, I was looking at actual villas in Bali that you can go to, and the more expensive ones were a lot smaller, and obviously you got your own like private villa, your own private spa. So this is kind of what it's inspired by. I love these little huts. They are so cute. Now, In the game, I did actually play test this. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I never play test anything. So the only reason I did play test it is because I had to actually visit it with my sim to take some nice screenshots. So I could go into like the screenshot mode. Yeah, it does actually work. To get into those like huts, it's a little bit tricky. I had to try a few times because I put massage tables in those little huts, like a private one on each, and I kind of guessed, I don't know, that's where you pay for your premium massages. But yeah, you have to put your sim in the water and then put your sim onto like the deck of the hut and then call for a massage, and even then it's a little bit buggy. But I also put 2 massage tables out on that open deck on the other side, on the left hand side, so I don't know. I guess you could just cheat if you really wanted to. But yeah, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Like I said, it does work, but it's tricky. Now, what I was trying to do here is create like a void and have like a pendant light hanging down, like maybe a nice chandelier or something. But oh my god, I could not get it to work. I've spoken about how much I hate the room tool sometimes. It kept deleting, no matter what I did. It kept deleting some of the deck outside, and it would create like... It would turn the inside into an outdoor area because it was missing tiles, and I tried creating room outside to stop that from happening, but it just kept deleting, and oh my god, I'm frustrated watching it back. Yeah. It wouldn't be one of my builds if we didn't put some plants inside on the walls, like an ivy wall, except this is the new... I don't know what plant it is. Oh, I'm bad. I can't read it. I haven't got my glasses on. But yeah, this is from the new Jungle Adventure pack. Now, I did actually have the intention of only using like 2 or 3 packs with this. You know, obviously Spa Day, Jungle Adventure, and I thought maybe I could use Get to Work and Outdoor Retreat, but I ended up using some things from Dine Out, and I don't know, it just got out of hand. But yeah, I was thinking about it on the drive home today. I think I'm going to try to do some more like base game only builds or base game and 1 pack. So my next build that's not the modern villa that's coming up will be like a base game only build, and then I'm going to go from there. So if you are watching this and you do want to see something that's a little bit more obtainable, I guess, for the everyday person, I'm not expecting everyone to own every single game pack, though I know a lot of us do because we're just suckers for this game. But if you want to see something that's a little bit more attainable, let me know down below, leave a comment, and I will try to make it work. It's a good challenge, I think, for myself as well, because I tend to just go nuts and use every single pack because I own them all. So I don't really pay attention to that. So other than doing a base game build, I've done a few before, not on this channel though. I haven't actually really played with like restricting myself like that, so yeah, it should be pretty good. I do skip through this here because I create like a barrier, like a fence, because like I was saying before, I want this to seem like it's really secluded. Like you still feel like you're in the middle of the jungle, but it's still like a private spa area, if I'm making sense at all. So I just show you what I do here, and I just replicate that throughout the rest of the build, so around the sides and across the front a little bit. And I do put some plants on this wall, which I don't know if I cut that out or not, but yeah, I put one down and then I cut it out. But yeah, so I've just duplicated this across the build. This took a really long time because it was quite fiddly using the move objects on cheat, and these columns. Oh my god, I deleted the pool there, and I know that you can just Control Z, right, and undo it. But I still had a freak out. I was like, oh my god, what have I done? But yeah, just handy Control Z. If you didn't know that, if you ever do something wrong or delete like the whole house, which I've done before, just Control Z. Just calm down, calmness, and Control Z. But yeah, so I did have a lot of trouble with the columns, so I never want to do that again in my entire life. Playing around with fountains, which I don't normally do, and some items here that I've literally never used before are some of the Spa Day like decorative fountains. I've used these jet fountains before, but yeah, all these decorative fountains I knew they were in the game, but I have not used before because I know I don't do a lot of work with pools. I just do like a little rock pool or something, and that's it. But yeah, this fountain here I love, and I do move it to a better location in a minute. I try putting it like, like as if it's hanging off the deck, but yeah, I like where I put it. I end up moving it. But yeah, I honestly, yeah, there we go. Honestly have not played with this at all before, and there's a few other fountains that I use just to make it seem a little bit more tranquil and a little bit more luxurious, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I actually did want to rant about one thing, and I'm sorry to be talking about myself, but it took me a very long time to get home today. I feel like I've whinged about traffic before, and I understand when there's a car accident, like if someone gets hurt in a car accident, like I feel like I have no right to complain. It's like, okay, it's taken me 2 hours to get to work, but at least I wasn't involved in any of the accidents or whatever that happened. So, you know, that's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. But when it's just stupid little accidents where obviously someone's been on their phone and they've like rear-ended someone, I just get so frustrated. It was not 2, it was 3 accidents on the way home today. And like I left right on time. I was like, no, I gotta go. I want to do Sims videos tonight. I want to chill out. I want to not be going to bed at midnight, which I probably am at this rate. Great. But yeah, there was 3 accidents. So one was quite a big one. No one was hurt, but it sort of moved to the side of the road. But the traffic was just, by that point, it was just beyond saving. And then you kind of speed up a little bit. Once you pass the accident, you're like, whoa, I'm free. Oh my God. And then there's another accident like right in front of me. Like it would have happened like within maybe 30 seconds of me being in that area. And it was very frustrating. And then when I was almost at the exit, like this is on the big freeway, which is coincidentally the busiest road in Melbourne, confirmed. I actually Googled it the other day because I was having an argument with someone and they were like, no, it's not the busiest. And yes, it is. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm sorry. What am I doing? I'm just just having a fly around. Sorry if that's disorienting. Please skip forward if you have motion sickness issues. But yeah, I had to stop again because there was another accident and it was just some stupid P-plater. Like it's so obvious they were on their phones. Like how else do you just rear end someone like that? Like I don't know. Rant over. It's really, really frustrating. Like I live within like 25 minutes from work, but most days it takes me over an hour, like one way. It's so exhausting. I wish there was a way that I could take public transport to work, because a lot of people at work ask me, why don't you just get a train? And it's like, where I live, there is a train, but it does not go anywhere near work. And I work in like the inner city suburbs, so it's not like I work in a really remote area. I work in a really metro area, like it's probably at 10 minutes from the CBD, or maybe 15. And I can't get there with public transport. I can, but it'll take 2 hours and 43 minutes. What? Like, I'm so over it. But I mean, I can't afford to move house because I can't afford to live near the city. I mean, I don't know who my age, apart from, people living in a share house, I don't know who else could honestly afford like my stage of life to live where I work. Like, it's ridiculous. I went for a walk today at lunchtime and it was like 30 degrees. It was hot, but I wanted to go and look at like houses to get some inspiration for the more builds, which sounds super dorky, but I don't know. And I need to walk more as well. So yeah, it was nice to get out and just put some music on and went for a stroll. And I saw so many houses listed for sale. I walked past one that was listed for 1.6 million. And it wasn't even that nice. And then another one that was super modern that was listed for $2.2 million. I mean, what the hell? It was a 4-bedroom house. It's not like it's a mansion. It's like it's like a large family home, I guess. And it wasn't even that nice. And I just give up. I just give up already. Here's where I realized that I hadn't actually allowed anywhere for the sauna, and I really did want a sauna because I have never actually used the sauna thing in the game. You know what I mean? The sauna object. Never used it in game. I'm actually terrible. Like, I feel like I haven't explored much in The Sims at all. But anyway, I decided, I need to put one of these in. I got super confused here with like the foundation and the decking. I was like, what is going on? And then I realized I could just do a like a room and it would automatically create one. Yep, there we go. I got it. I got there eventually. But yeah, it looks really cool at night because it just kind of glows through the door, and it's kind of like, ooh, what's in there? The whole place actually looks pretty cool at night. I don't think I've included any screenshots at night once again. But yeah, it does look pretty cool at night. I put a stack of lights in the pool to kind of make the water glow. It's not overwhelming, like it's not super bright or anything, but I think it's enough to like sort of make the water look really intensely like that turquoise sort of blue, and it has a bit of a glow to it. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I think I might be slightly regretting my decision of using this like the jungle adventure, like the tomb wall coverings in here. I don't know. I think it adds like an interesting sort of element. Like it is a modern build, but we're also in the jungle, so you got to use what you can. I'm being super anal about checking that my lot is facing the right way now after my last build, the like architects. Oh my God, I did it again. If you watch my last video, I did like an archaeologist hideaway and I said architect like literally almost every time when I meant to say archaeologist. I just did it again. But yeah, in my last video, I put the lot down the wrong way. So all the screenshots look horrible. And also I believe it was the build before that, or maybe the one before that was the treehouse build. The screenshots on the gallery preview for that as well are horrible. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed for myself. But anyway, the furnishing in this build honestly is pretty simple. I don't do anything outstanding. I wanted it to be really basic and open. Like it is a luxury spa, don't get me wrong. But I didn't go ham with like I don't know, experimental like furnishing techniques. Like I do like to play around sometimes, but this I was kind of just placing objects, and I just wanted it to look, you know, it does look luxurious and it does look quite lovely, but I didn't want to overcrowd the build because to me it's more about the exterior, which most of my builds are, to be honest. But yeah, a part of it was that I just wanted the furnishing to be over and done with as well. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've had a huge furnishing block at the moment. Like I don't know. Don't feel like I'm that good at it. And I'm not like, oh, tell me I'm good at furnishing. I'm not like, you know, trying to throw a pity party, but I just think something, I don't know, well, pretty much almost since I started uploading to YouTube, the furnishing aspect of my skills is just, it's gone out the window. But yeah, hopefully you like what I've done with the build. Like I said, I just wanted to keep it really simple. It is quite sleek, but it's also, I think, quite warm and inviting. Like you feel like you're in the jungle. Like there's a lot of wood, there's a lot of warm tones. And I think it kind of contrasts with the actual build itself, which is really, you know, sharp edges and really super modern. So hopefully you like what I did. I'm again sort of questioning the stone, like the tomb walls, but it's done now. We'll have to just deal with it. I think maybe it's a little bit interesting, like adds like an interesting aspect to the build, but also I don't know, I think it clashes with the wood floors a little bit. And would you have noticed that if I didn't say anything? Am I just picking this apart too much? Aquariums, one thing I never use, and I was like, I'm gonna use an aquarium in this, which, by the way, I'm not going to get into my opinion too much about this, but the new stuff pack, what's it called? My first pet, the stuff pack designed for an expansion pack. God, yikes. There's a coffee table in that's like an aquarium. It's like aquarium coffee table. Oh, I'm so excited for it because you know I'm going to buy that stuff pack because I am a sucker. I am such a horrible consumer. And, you know, I can talk crap about the stuff pack, how I think that some things should have been included with the cats and dogs expansion pack. And, yep, I think I've gone into it a little bit on Twitter. I've retweeted a few things. It's enough to sort of gauge how I feel about it. I'm still gonna buy it because you know I'm fortunate enough that, you know, when a Sims pack comes out, I'm employed full time. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm super rich, but I can live comfortably. You know, I can afford to eat, and I've got a roof over my head, etc. I'm not going to ramble about it too much or brag or anything, but, you know, I have money to put into Sims packs. So I don't know. I can't imagine what it would be like to be, you know, so excited for a new stuff pack and then realizing that you need this other, like, however much it is, like $49. I don't know how much it is in US dollars. I'm pretty sure they're about $49 Australian, to have to buy that to access new content. Like, it sucks, man. It sucks so bad. But also, on the other hand, I'm going to be buying it because there's some items in there that I really want, and I wish they'd come with the expansion pack, but, you know, all we can do is politely criticize or give feedback and let the Sims team know that it's not okay, and hopefully it won't happen again. But I mean, it's all up to EA. It's not up to the Sims gurus. Remember that, guys? Wow, I've talked about so much crap in this video. I'm so sorry. Just placing some lights. I think we're almost done, apart from furnishing this little deck area out here. This one is accessible, obviously. My last build, you couldn't get to the top story. I'm sorry. It was just an aesthetic part of the build. This is up on the gallery under the hashtag batarisims, or my origin ID is batarisims, so you can just look that up, pop this in your game, and yeah, I'm excited to upload my next video with Jungle Adventure. But like I said, my next video after that, or maybe before that, who knows, will be a base game only build. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Now we're just getting into some screenshots, so I will leave you to it, guys. I hope you like the build. Like I said, it's on the gallery if you want to pop it in your game. If you liked this build and you want to see more, please consider clicking that subscribe button down below or giving this a thumbs up. But you don't have to. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I will see you in my next video, guys. See ya.